What's up? It's Adam, the movie guy. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I have not done a movie review in a long time. Finally getting back into it. Yesterday, I went and saw The Marvels, the next installment in the MCU. This movie did get a 6.1 on IMDb, and I think some of the reason with that is because there's a little bit of that MCU fatigue. I feel like since Bob Chapek took over a few years ago, there was really a more of a quantity over quality thing. We had shows that were good like WandaVision, shows that were good, not really good, but Captain America was okay. It had its moments, but it just seemed like after Endgame they were just putting out so many things. They're worried more about that quantity over quality. You had Moon Knight, She-Hulk, What If, and Miss Marvel as well, shows that were averaged, and then there's just so many came out, it's hard to keep up with. So I kind of stopped watching some of the shows, but I still kept up with the movies. So since Endgame, No Way Home was amazing. You had Quantumania, that was not very good. The Multiverse of Madness, the Doctor Strange movie, that was like average, but not at that same caliber that No Way Home was. Endgame, Infinity War. So I think a lot of people are just kind of turned away by Marvel with that, and also I think that's why the Marvels might have a little not as good of a box office as they were hoping. But recently, Bob Iger has taken back over, and I believe, I don't really have, I forgot where I was reading this a few months ago, he was going back to that quantity over quality. So hopefully we'll see it drawn back a little bit and more time spent on the characters rather than really just shoving these characters out that honestly I don't really know just because I have not seen them. Like for instance, with the Marvels, it was introducing Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and when it was first showing her, it was showing us to her, and it kind of seemed like we should already know the character. And at first, I was like, I recognize this character, but I'm not really sure where I recognize from. And then it took me literally probably 30 minutes into the movie to realize, oh yeah, they had an entire show dedicated to her that I just didn't get to. And that's kind of where the MCU is right now. Saying that though, I did enjoy the movie, and I will go over my likes and dislikes. Let me know in the comments though if you agree. First off, with my likes, I liked the casting. Some of the casting is a like, some of it is a dislike. Some of the likes I liked in casting were Tiana Paris is Rambo, Monica Rambo. I thought she was good. I don't know what everybody else thought, but I actually kind of liked her casting. I liked her in that role. I thought she did very good. Another good role was the villain of the show, Darby. I don't know how to pronounce her name, and also don't know how to pronounce her name in real life, but Sawi Ashton. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I thought she actually did a good job. I liked the villain in this movie. I thought the actor did a very good job portraying her, so that's one of the parts I actually liked about the movie. So the action scenes, I thought they were decent enough. The first action scene between with the Rambo, who was at the MCU headquarters, you had Kamala, who was at her house, and not Captain America, Captain Marvel in space. And every time they used their powers, they would change positions. I actually thought that was very well done. It was very entertaining, and those were one of the scenes I did like about that. Something else I really liked as well was when they went to the planet where the villain was coming to steal their water, and the only way they talked was through song. I thought that was hilarious. My friend I was with, I don't think liked that part. I thought it was hilarious, especially when Brie Larson and the other guy had their singing slash dancing like number, I guess. When I was entertained by it, I thought it was funny. I know some people probably didn't like that, but I did like that part. Another scene I liked was the scene when they were trying to escape from the ship that was about to blow up, and the only way to get everybody into an escape pod was for the cats to eat them. Goose's, I guess it was Goose's children, was to eat them, so that there was enough room for them to fit in the pods. While the cats were going around eating people, they played Memory from the Cats musical, which once again, I don't like the Cats musical, but Memory is a very good song, so I enjoyed that part as well. Okay, let's talk about my dislikes. My first dislike, which I think everybody agrees on, Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. Now, saying that, I don't dislike her as much as most other people. I think she's fine with the role. I don't like her, but I don't dislike her. I guess I tolerate her in the role. I don't think she's the worst actor I've ever seen, but I know a lot of people disagreed, did not like her as that role. I don't mind it, but I don't love it either, if that makes sense. Another thing that I didn't like was Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. Maybe if I watched the show, I'd get to know and like her a little bit more. But to me, she came off a little annoying. Literally every time something happened, she was just screaming, "Oh my God!" I guess that was supposed to be funny. It wasn't. I guess that fell flat with me, and she said it like 20 times during the movie. So yeah, the next kind of going along with that was dialogue. Overall, it was okay, but I felt it was a little awkward at some points, the dialogue, and I don't know, it just kind of took me out of the movie. And the last one of my dislikes was the CGI. I thought overall the CGI was good throughout the movie, but once again, there's like 2-3 scenes in there where it just looks a little funky, where I guess it kind of took me out of the story as well. Usually for me, if the story's good, if there's good music, and like I guess the special effects are good, it keeps me in the movie. But if like the music I feel it doesn't match up, or the CGI takes me out, and it wasn't too bad, but it was just enough to point out on those. Overall though, I actually really enjoyed the movie. I'm fighting between a 7 and 7.5. I might just give it a 7.5 right now. I enjoyed the first Captain Marvel as well. I enjoyed this one. Once again, it was not the same tier as like an Endgame or an Infinity War. Or my camera ran out of space and I didn't realize that it stopped recording. But anyway, I would give the movie a 7.5 out of 10. It's not as good as Infinity War Endgame, but I do hope that now that they're kind of pushing for that quality over quantity, we'll see more quality movies. But anyway, let me know down in the comments what you thought of the movie. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. That is my New Year resolution, and I'm really close to it. Peace.